Yes, this is the African Updater. Kama kawaida, this is the African Updater, and I'm here with another update for you, my people. So, as I always say on this platform, no one is always right and no one is always wrong. But first and foremost, before I get into the video that I want to share with you and share my thoughts on it, I want to give you a second to subscribe and to hit that notification bell. Most of you are watching my videos but are not subscribing. So kindly, as you watch, kindly support me by hitting the notification bell. We need to grow this platform into something great and big. So kindly subscribe. Hello guys, thank you for subscribing. That is great. I really appreciate. And for those who have not, I'm still reminding you again, kindly subscribe. So this is a video. I don't know if it is a prophetic video or something, but I'm just going to share my thoughts on it because I felt like this is interesting. And now that the court ruled that UDA, Kenya Kwanza, is not the majority party, and I feel like this prophecy is coming to pass, and it is something that was shared a while back by the one and only Ndura Warwinge. If you know Ndura Warwinge, he's now a bishop. He used to be part of that Ungiki sect, and then akapatana na uso wa Bwana. So he's now a bishop nowadays. So I just want you to listen to this Nini, and then I'm going to come back again and share my thoughts around it.
I told you exactly last time. Go and look at the clip we did. Gachagua will be at home by November. Did I tell you?
Yes, you said.
Now I'm telling you by the first quarter of the year.
Okay, yeah? It's scary.
Yes, not scary. But within the first quarter of the year, we will have a new dispensation. And these things will not come through vote.
Unajua unaongea kwa mafumbo. I'm trying to decode a candidate.
Just hata November ulikaniuliza how nikakwambia just wait and see. Why can't you just wait and see? They are finished with Gachagua. Now they have opened another office to go for another person. This thing will not. I'm saying first quarter of coming year, we will be experiencing some changes. Just as I told you, by November, we'll be having a new deputy president. So also from now henceforth, give us 6 months, 7 months there, something might be happening.
There will be a paradigm shift in the.
It's a paradigm shift that are godly. It's godly, not political, not politician, not anything, but God would realign Kenya to His glory.
And we'll have a new leadership.
Of course, yes, we'll have a new leadership.
No, okay. I don't understand. Unaongea kwa mafumbo.
Naongea because we'll be having so many crises. We'll be having so many crises. We'll be having, in the middle of everything, we shall also have some sort of like bendera nusu mulingoti, and things like that will be happening here and there. And whatever is happening to Gachagua will also happen to somebody else. It is God who's doing so. And then finally, Baba will be back. Yeah.
As who?
He'll come back and start.
Okay. Apostle, hii ni swali ya mwisho. You have just talked about Baba, and hii ni swali ya mwisho. People said, actually, Caleb Hamisi, the Sabaot MP, said that currently Raila told them if they wanted to impeach Gachagua, the government let them deal with one, and something else should happen.
Now, so you have answered the question you've been asking me.
Do you mean eventually is
the person behind bringing the Ruto government down? The tool that will be used effectively, it is Raila. Can you read the statements Badi is reading nowadays?
Yeah.
What is he saying? But these people told me to do this, I cannot do this. This has shocked me. This I can't do. These things, some things are working efficiently, working so fast that he was shocked that there are things in the government that can work very fast. What kind of a statement is that when you're under somebody, under government, and then you are kind of challenging the government? Now, Raila knows how best to place his troops and when to start hitting. Now that they are through with one man, they have created, now he has pocketed all the Kikuyus are here. Because if a challenge to remove Ruto comes tomorrow, the people to finance it will be Kikuyus because of what has happened.
But now, the president is always intelligent, ahead of time.
No.
You can never.
He used to be. He used to be.
The president is a master.
No, Ruto used to be. This is not the Ruto used to be. The Ruto that we voted for is not the Ruto that is running the nation. Yes. Yes. Just go and see.
You want to say he can be caught off guard if such
He's already. Gen Z was here. Where was he? The intelligent man. Gen Z was here. Where was he? That a parliament was run over. And you have intelligence. You have everything. Eh? Where?
Patua Kenya jumbe basi.
I am Ndura Warwenge, apostle. This man has now changed the tune that he used to be calling me conspiracy theorist. Now he has said I'm a prophet. Now come meet the.
Yo guys, so I believe you've watched the video and you've heard what that guy has said. And he said very categorically. And one thing that he said, and it's clear, he said initially that before December of last year, Gachagua atakuwa ameenda nyumbani. Gachagua would have been impeached. And indeed that one happened. Now he's saying that this year, before the end of this year, we are going to have a new dispensation. For a new dispensation, for those who don't understand, is that we are going to have a new change of regime from what we currently have. So I don't know how true is that, but I feel like whatever he's saying can be true, because now let's reason politically and let's be very critical on this. There's something, and he has said categorically that Raila is the one who's going to be used to remove Kasongo. The truth of the matter is that as at now, Ruto is at the mercy of Raila. Because Ruto has lost a lot of members of parliament. He has lost a lot of support in the areas that used to support him initially. And he has destroyed all the people that, you see, like, they impeached Gachagua. And since Gachagua was impeached, Gachagua has turned out to be a thorn in their flesh. Gachagua is really dismantling Ruto and Ruto regime and everyone. And this has also made the Mount Kenya MPs to kind of pull back. And this has given Raila that the only support that Ruto now holds on to is Raila. And the support base Raila and the MPs and the Raila and the ODM MPs and everything. So you reason this way. Right now, after impeaching Gachagua, Ruto realized they made mistake. Even Mount Kenya MPs realized they made a big mistake. Because right now, even Ruto cannot go and campaign in Mount Kenya. Cannot move to Mount Kenya the way he used to move. The ground is hostile. And this has also made some of the MPs to rethink their support for Ruto. Only few. And then right now you see the court has ruled that Ichungwa is no longer, this party is no longer this alliance is no longer the majority. That means that now Raila and the ODM and Azimio, they can still come back, regroup, and say that they want to claim their majority seat and any other seat and everything. You get? So it's so tricky for him, it's so tricky for Ruto in the sense that if Raila decides now to play politics and deal with Ruto, they can take the speaker. It's easy to remove the speaker because they have the numbers. It's easy to take the majority seat, the majority position in the knee. They have the numbers. It's easy to change the commission, the parliamentary groups zenye zinakuanga hapo, to change the chairmans and everything. Raila can do that, and Raila can use that to impeach Ruto. You get? Raila can use that to impeach. In fact, right now, Ruto is at the mercy of Raila in terms of making sure that amefika 2027. And it's so hard for him because Ruto, you see what happened in Isiolo. Like Ruto is in such a position whereby, like, he's literally fighting to hold on to power. Things are not adding up. The people he's trying to lure are not buying it. People are rebranding it. The youth are campaigning against it. Everything anafanya, they do a mockery out of it, and these things are hurting the president. These things are hurting the state because he doesn't know how to fight back, and that's why he's using that of violence. That's why you see so many people, so many youths have been, after that heckling of the president and everything, so many youths have been taken in Isiolo and everything, because now that is the only language they can use as a way of hitting back. They need now to use threats and intimidation and everything. But the problem is, people are not budging. People are not budging. Many people have been killed after the June 25th. Many people have been abducted. But people are still not budging. People are still coming out. If you go to TikTok and everything, people are still making videos, mocking the president, taking advantage of everything, and Asema, they turn it into a joke and everything. So, this government is in a state whereby they don't know how to communicate to the people anymore, because any communication wanafanya in a backfire. So things are tricky, and I don't know if this goes on, because I don't want to predict so much, because prophecy is something very nini, but I feel like whatever this guy is saying, he kind of knows something. And then there was this thing, we used to say, wanasema ati sijui bendera msumlingoti. Hii bendera msumlingoti, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't know who is going, because for a flag to fly half mast, inamaanisha someone very big must have died in the country. So I don't know how these things will play out. But from the nini that I understand is that as at now, Ruto is at the mercy of Raila. If Raila decides now, if Raila and Kalonzo decides that, hey, let's come here, let's send this guy home. And Raila is someone you can't trust, especially when you need, because Raila is not, even these Gen Zs are blaming Raila to join Ruto. Maybe this is into the long game Raila is playing with Ruto. He understood that at that point Ruto was vulnerable. Then Raila maybe decided, let me go join this guy, get into this government, get into some of the secrets and everything, because we never know. Maybe right now Raila is busy collecting evidence of the things he's going to use to impeach Ruto, because right now he has his own people in cabinet. He has akina Mbadi, akina Joe, akina nini. So right now he's collecting evidence. You never know, he's collecting evidence. Ikifika time ya kumimpeach, they have a solid ground of impeaching the president, of saying that the president did this, the president took this money, everything. So Raila is not stupid. As much as personally I'm not happy with the move he made, but let's understand that this is a man who has done politics forever, for as long as he was alizaliwa siasa, ameishi siasa and everything. So maybe he did a calculated move, maybe he saw the end game, and that's why I'm saying that you people might be hating Raila right now, but Raila can pull a move that all of you mtakuja mkampenda, because Raila, if right now sponsors a motion to impeach the president, trust you me, all the members of parliament, at least 80% members of parliament will back up that motion. 80%. And where will Ruto get the numbers? If you remove Mount Kenya MPs, Rift Valley MPs, how many will back up that Ruto? Because Ruto has no support in Mount Kenya. So you can count all those numbers of MPs. Right now, if a motion is brought to impeach the president, they are going to jump onto it, because they want to be on the same side with the people. They don't want to side with the people. Hakuna MP mwenye anataka lose kiti. And there's no MP from Mount Kenya who will die with Ruto, knowing very well that Ruto is going home and they can lose the seat akiendelea kusupport you. So if a motion comes right now, all Mount Kenya MPs are going to shift, are going to support that motion. Now we work Mount Kenya MPs, and then we work MPs from Western, from Nyanza and nini, maybe a few from Western and Zabaki na Ruto, but you just put a few, majority of MPs from Western, majority of all MPs from from Nyanza, and MPs from Coast, unaelewa, and a few MPs from Northeastern and nini. Ruto anatoa wapi numbers ya kuoverturn hiyo, even if he's paying these MPs? Raila can just say no problem, nyinyi anawapatia pesa, you take the money, but ikifika siku ya kuvote vote wote, he can't kill all of you, he can't go after all of you, you get. So Ruto is very very vulnerable. Sending Ruto home is like Ruto is at the mercy of Raila. Whatever Raila decides is going to do with him, Raila can decide to do with him. And Raila, if he wants to cleanse himself and wants to look, na anataka onekane like now is the god of politics, that's the only move he can make that Kenyans can understand and forgive him even for June 25th, because that's the only move he can make and people will be like, oh, this guy is a genius. So alikuwa ameona Kenya anafanya, he knew what he was doing, he knew all these things, you get. So let's not rule out Raila. As much as we are all bitter, I'm also personally, I'm disappointed with the move he made, but let's not rule him out, because this guy can pull any card anytime and can surprise anybody anytime. Raila, he knows how to play politics. So if Ndura Arunge is saying that Raila is going to be the person to be used to deal with Ruto, then that's it. Because if Raila pulls such a move, he will have redefined his politics. He will have cemented his legacy as the god of politics in Kenya. Because Raila has always made moves that people don't expect, people get disappointed, and then later they come and realize this guy was a genius. The same move he pulled in 2002 when he joined KANU, and people felt like Raila has betrayed us, nini, even they condemn him, nini, and then later he left KANU with all the members of parliament and strong politicians from KANU, and that's how he destroyed KANU completely. Paka wa leo KANU haijaisi mama. So Raila is a genius. Let's just pray that whether he wins the AU or not, Raila can still play his politics whether he's in AU or not. The only thing he will not do, maybe he will not come in the public and address things about nini. He will just atacheza tu kadi zake chini ya maji. So maybe he's in where he is, and then huku chini anacheza tu chini ya maji, and then when he comes to Kenya he just makes technical appearance in events, says 1 2 3 and then leaves, unaelewa. But he will still be running ODM chini ya maji, and these things can happen. So Raila, because Raila also understand that his legacy is at stake, he understand that people are against him because of the things he nini, so he can redefine himself and make sure that he comes back in a different way. So it's a wait and see. For me, for Nusu Milingoti, I don't know. I don't wish anybody death. That's a wrong thing to do. So I'll never wish anybody death. But sending someone home because he's incompetent, I'm 100% for it. We need to send people home if they're incompetent. There is no way about it. So thank you guys. Make sure you hit this notification bell. As I always say on this platform, no one is always right and no one is always wrong. So support me by subscribing. Until the next video. Bye-bye.